Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about what are you going to do if you want to put solar on the roof of your vehicle or going through the side of a wall or something like that. How do you get your cables through the wall? Now, what I have here is a cable entry housing gland. Now, what I did is these do not come with holes pre-drilled. What they recommend on a lot of these is you use some kind of tape and tape it down. Now I want this to be permanent. Now I can do a couple different things with this. I can put it on the side of my camper trailer to where the cables can go through. They go through here, tighten down, and here's Midnight. As you can see, Midnight is still has a really bad limp. I actually think he may have broke his leg. We're going to be taking him to the vet as soon as my girlfriend gets paid. Um, So if you're worried about Midnight, you can say something in the comments. Wish him well. You can tell it is. He's not putting a lot of weight on it, and anyway, sorry about that. It's just Midnight. Now these right here screw on here, and your cable goes through here for your solar, and that tightens down. And there's a rubber gasket in there that clamps down around your cable, keeps it watertight. Now, generally, people put these on top of a vehicle, such as on a van, to run their cables through. Now, I can do that, or if I don't want to mount solar panels actually on the top of my van, I can actually put this on somewhere on the back door, on the side of the van, anywhere where I can bring my cables through. And that way, yes, I will have a hole in my van, but this will keep the water out. Now, I did drill holes in this myself. And you're going, why would you drill holes? Why don't you just use tape? I don't trust the tape, especially for long term. So I drilled some holes. Now, what I did to make this watertight, it will be watertight. The bottom will have silicone, black silicone around it, all the way around. I will have some small holes drilled into the vehicle, whether I put it on the side of my van, on the roof, even on the camper trailer. I can actually use this on the camper trailer to run the cable through into the charger controller. Now what I did, since the lip on here is so small, I took some regular washers. Now these are for bathroom sink repair and some kitchen sinks. They're just regular washers you replace in your bathroom sink. And I cut a little notch off of the side here on two of them. I will have to cut a notch off the other two. And then once I have my holes in the vehicle drill, whatever I'm going to put this on, alright, I can put that on like that and screw it down. Now let's see if I can do this with one hand without screwing into my bed. And of course I screwed into my bed. Alright, there we go. Now as you can see, it goes all the way through. Now I will be drilling some small holes in the vehicle no matter what I put this on, whether it's the van itself or on the camper. Now remember, there will be silicone all over the bottom, and that way when you put it in your vehicle, and it'll go through the small holes in your vehicle, when you tighten this down, it will squash this rubber washer here and make sure there's no water leaking. And then I can always put some silicone or something over the top of that for extra security. So it'll be completely watertight. And I don't have to worry about it just coming off like with a piece of tape. Something like just a piece of tape can come off pretty easily. And there we go again. And you can see that washer is starting to squish out. Now, depending on what size screws you want to use, will depend on the size drill bit you use. And you can see that is snug. And the more I tighten this, the snugger it's going to be. And it doesn't need to be super, super tight. Right? That's the key. You don't want it so tight that it's going to just work through these rubber washers. It just needs to be snug. And remember, you're going to have silicone all the way around here. And once this gets tightened down, that'll hold it in place. It doesn't have to be super, super snug. And these rubber washers here will keep it watertight. And you can see here's just some little pieces. I just cut these off with a razor knife. I just set it down like that and just cut it with a razor knife and cut a little piece off. Now, these do not come with holes. Like I said, I did drill the holes myself. If you want to put screws or nuts and bolts or whatever, this is a small lip. So you will have to be real careful not to use too big of a drill bit. But this will definitely help keep this in place. Whether it's on your roof or on the side of a vehicle, on the side of a camper. If you need some way to get your cables to go through, something like this is what you need. And here's the eBay listing. Now, when I purchased mine, I did purchase it from HQST. They are like a solar company. Let's see if I can. Yeah, HQST Solar. So they do have solar stuff. And it's like $9. I've seen a lot of videos where they're talking about just putting the cables, bending them down inside, drilling a small hole, putting them down inside the roof, and sealing it with silicone around it. Problem is with the wind flapping, that cable can flap. And you don't want that. You need that cable to be sturdy if you're going through the roof of your vehicle. And that's why you need something like this. Once this gets tightened down, that cable is not going anywhere. You know. Anyway, that's just something I was working on a little bit earlier. And it is a cable entry housing gland or entry housing gland. You can look that up under entry housing gland. And right now, they have a sale. Like I said, I don't get paid from any of these people. I'm just letting you know. I do watch a lot of stuff on solar, installing it on vehicles, stuff like that. I haven't decided if I'm going to put solar panels on my van, on the roof, or if I'm just going to mount this somewhere on the side. And that way I can set my solar up and then just run the cables through and then connect it to my charger controller on the inside instead of drilling holes through my roof. So if you want to put something, have solar in your vehicle, yes, you will still have to drill a hole through the side of your vehicle or the roof of your vehicle. But personally, I'd rather have it on the side. And that way, you know, I can make enough room, a big enough hole, that I don't have to really worry about it. And, you know, like I said, it's up to you how you want to use these. They say use like a double-sided tape. I do not trust double-sided tape. I will use silicone and screws and rubber washers to make sure it is watertight. And the screws will help. Of course, I have different color screws here, but you can see it's a self-tapper there. The screws will help hold it in place no matter where you put it. And the rubber washers will help keep it watertight. Alright, that's it. I'm fixing to go. I hope this helps somebody out. If they're looking for a way to put their solar up on their roof or somewhere else, and they are trying to figure out how to run their cables through, a lot of videos don't show these. They just say drill a hole through your roof, run your cables down, put silicone around it. Problem with that is when the wind blows, then what's going to happen is, like I said, your cables are going to shake and pull and vibrate in the wind. And if all you have is a small hole there with nothing supporting it and holding it stable, you can wear through your insulation pretty easily and damage your solar panels or your solar setup. Alright, I'm fixing to go. Midnight Wants Out. Once again, it is a entry housing gland or housing gland mount, however you want to look that up. And they look like this. And that's not a bad price right now. Today is July 17th. Alright, I'm fixing to have to go. Midnight Wants Out. And once again, I did drill the holes myself. These do not come with holes pre-drilled. But I wanted to have a way to put screws on it to help keep it tight once I put it wherever I'm going to put it. Alright, that's it. Fixing to go. Everyone have a good day. Bye.